Good evening. This is Gladys.
And I'm Agnes.
Hey, y'all.
Hi. You sound like that girl that eat all that food. Now she exercise. Oh, hey y'all. Hey y'all. No, I'll take that back. Okay, yes, hey. Hello everyone. Good evening from the girls.
The country girl.
The country girls, Gladys and
Gladys.
Agnes. She's Gladys, I'm Agnes.
I'm Gladys.
Anyway, so let's do this. Listen, got a question for you. Question.
The question is, what's your preference with your significant other, your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your boo,
Girlfriend, whatever.
do you like your space, or do you like for them to be underfoot all the time, or be like smooshed up against you all the time? So there's a dichotomy between us two. Like the things that I complain about that I want, she was like, I'm cool with it. So,
Yes.
so I'm the person. So that's our question we pose to you, and we would enjoy feedback from you guys.
Sure would.
We were raised by the same mother, same father, and I love affection. I love affection, and I don't know if it's reassuring or what it is, but I just love affection. I like for my hand to be held. I like for somebody like when they walk on me every now and then to rub my back and just stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so I was telling her that's like an issue for me if I don't have that, and she was like, "What did you say?"
I said, girl, bye. Do you want them in your face or do you want some space? Now, I don't have no problem with any of that she's talking about. That's all fine and well. Till you get menopause. Yeah, that's a whole nother rap. You be like, go over there. You know? But I get it. I get it. I understand the relationship between wanting someone and needing them to like she said, reassure her, have have their hands on them, all of those stuff, and I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm busted out in the sweat and carrying on. So like, get off me, get a thing. So yeah, but yeah, I get it. And I get a little flack sometimes because of my independence. Some people call it independence. I just call it this kind of who I am, and that's my makeup. My love languages is different. Some people, my love language is really acts of kindness. Some people's love language is words of affirmation.
For instance, acts of kindness. Give me some examples.
Acts of kindness, like, you know what? I will buy you something. I will hook you up on something. I will just do and do and do and do and do. It don't have to buy you nothing. It's just doing something for someone to make them feel better. That's my love. That's the love language that I exude. The love language that I require. I don't want people buying me a whole bunch of stuff. I don't like people doing all that stuff. My love language that comes to me, I think it's more. Oh Lord have mercy, what is my love language? I don't know what my love my love language ain't one of the five. My love language is
There's five of them.
yes. My love language is uh make me laugh, uh make sure security. My love language that I need, the kind of love language that I require is make me laugh, security, not necessarily a whole bunch of money, but I have a different need. I have a different need. But as far as me, what I show, as far as love, as far as love, I is acts of kindness. But that's not the one that I want coming to me. That's the one that I give out.
I agree with you
But the
100%.
one that's coming to me, I would prefer I really want someone that's on the up and up. Truthfulness, accountability, security, and laughter. those are some attributes that I require for my love. That the kind of love that I want to receive. And then if you give me all that, then the touching stuff will happen all the time.
Well, you know what? I think I'm just relatively easy. I think that my love language, like that I put out, is I do love to, like, I think like 10 and affirm and
Words of affirmation.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's my love language. I think, but I'm pretty easy with like what I require.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel safe and you can pat me on my hand and give me a little sugar every night, I'm totally and loyalty,
Mm-hmm.
loyalty, and make me feel safe. And if you make me feel safe, the only way I'm gonna feel safe is you're gonna have to be loyal.
Mm-hmm.
So those two things, and then I like affection. I
Mm-hmm.
love affection. I do.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
loves affection.
yeah.
And so what do you say? What okay, out here in the YouTube world, what kind of do you want them in your face? Or do you want some space? Or do you want to meet in the middle? So I'm kind of like I can meet in the middle. I really can. I really can. Not every day, but I can meet you there every once in a while.
That's not me.
That's in the middle. It depends on what day it is. It might be Wednesday, Thursday. But yeah, so I get those that require certain
You sound
things.
like you're a 30-70, maybe.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm a 70-30.
So in when it comes to having somebody just all up on me all the time, I don't require all of that because of the kind of love that I grew up with. Uh, we were raised by an alpha male. She was raised by an alpha male, but I have more of his attributes than she does,
Yeah.
and he poured into me as a little girl because I was the one that talked back and did this and said why and wanting to know all these things when everybody else just went along to get along.
Yeah.
So I kind of got that tough love kind of thing. So that's what I give out a lot of times, that tough love. And but this was him. He would whoop us for something that we did wrong, and the whooping was justified. But then he would take us to Dairy Queen
Yeah.
or Jerome to get ice cream.
Yeah.
So I kind of do that. Like, I'll whoop them and then go in there and make some oodle noodles or something. Or make sure I'm like, come on over here and get you some of this ice cream or something like that. And that's the kind. And you know what? It's wacky. Uh, and I don't really suggest people do it, but that's the kind of thing that I have in my life. Where she got all that she got going on, I don't know, cause my mama wasn't like that either.
And you know what? I think maybe it was that I did
It was the
spend
need.
time. Yeah, I think I did, and I think you know what? I think it's birth order. I think it's where you're born and situations in your life. Like one thing I know for certain, you were kind of like that later group of kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like that the baby of that first set of kids.
Mm.
And then 4 years, I was the one. And then out of three girls, a boy came along. And I think at that point, that's when I think that's when I started to search for assurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to have that affection.
Mm.
So, because I wanted to know if my daddy still loved me or my mama still loved me because it's another baby here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe that's how that may have developed.
Yeah, because I think she's the only one like that. I really do.
And they attributed to it. My other siblings, like if something came up with my dad, they would call him your daddy.
I'm like, girl, your daddy over here doing something different.
He over here extra. Your daddy over here
Uh-huh.
or like say the father daughter dance.
Uh-huh.
I remember that vividly. Like I said, okay, I want all my sisters to go because I don't want them to think that I'm just like taking him off like he's only my daddy. So everyone I
Really?
like everyone I asked, they said, "Girl, you the one to go, so go ahead." So they kind of like played into all of this that I am, all of that affection, need that I feel like I have. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think it's a birth order in how your other siblings played. They played into that as well, but they saw me seeking it. I'm sure.
Yes. Yes, we're like, look at her over there. Like, get somewhere to sit down, girl.
Watch a whole ball game just so she can settle it with her dad.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? We love them now. Don't get me wrong, we love them, but we all love them in our own way
Yeah.
because they loved us in their own way. So that's a lot of some people they say opposites attract. True enough, and that's pretty much how it works because if you had the same person with you all the time doing everything that you do, Nikki Mott spoke about this. She said if if you had that same person with you all the time and y'all thought alike, you did everything the same stuff. Sooner or later, somebody don't want something different. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. So opposites, they keep it fiery. They keep it fiery. So look, do you want them all over you all day long? Uh, always calling you, always doing this, always. I don't have. I'll be like, come on, dude. I got stuff to do.
I said I love it, but I really don't. There is a happy medium.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I want him to have some friends and get out of the house sometime so I can lay up on the couch and watch my
Little House on the
shows.
Prairie or something.
Yeah, or all the different housewives
Yeah.
and all that. So yeah, and I have lived a full life, and I know what it is when you trying to watch those kind of shows, and it's a man sitting there critiquing and
Every bit.
criticizing. So yeah, I want them to have some outside activities and not be in my
Yeah,
face
yeah.
all the time. But when they are in my face, guess what? I want them to make it count.
What? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, do you want them in your face or do you want your space?
Face to face.
Yeah, space or face. All right, that's the question for tonight. Do you want them in your face or do you want your space? What's your love language? I mean, put some comments down in there. Come to this. You know what? Listen, subscribe to this channel. This is Gladys and Agnes at Gladys and Agnes 6067. And you will get all our information that we have uploaded thus far and all our conversations. Yeah, we silly. Yeah, we silly.
It's gonna get better.
It's gonna get better because we got some real serious things to talk about later.
Our real, true opinions and feelings, and start.
Well, we've already started that because y'all know my whole love language.
Delving into our family dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, we just did that.
Yeah, we gonna do something different. Yeah. We gonna talk about y'all family. Yeah. I don't want to talk about mine. But but it's gonna get better. We're gonna do better. We're gonna have some visitors to come on, some guests to come on, and they're gonna talk to you about certain things, and it's really gonna be fun. So subscribe to the channel.
Join in the conversation.
If you join in the conversation, I agree, and like and share. But do this when you come on to our page. Subscribe and hit the little bell so for the notification. So when we show up, you'll get the notification that Gladys and Agnes on. So
And I'm Gladys.
and I'm Agnes. She proud of her new name, huh? I'm Agnes. And we gonna talk to y'all later because I got something to do.
This is
Grace and peace.